Need to start skating more.
Apparently, Cruz back there.
But
Ethan doesn't skate.
Yeah, man. So this is the third episode of the Verse podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Vaughn, and today we got two special guests with us. We got Ethan Grubel.
What's up?
Grubs is what he goes by. Grubs, yeah. Young Grubs.
Grub.
And we got Austin Bland.
What's up?
The young legend. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Chilling.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you guys coming
Thanks
on.
for having us.
I'm hyped. So yeah, man, let's get into it. Ethan, you are young. People don't know that you're this young.
Apparently I'm a young buck.
Yeah, you're a young buck. To us, we just give you so much shit, but
all the time, but it's cool.
Yeah, man, young guy. How old are you?
I'm 19.
19?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'm 24.
24.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I remember when you were like 16, 17 when I found out about you. It's wild. So when did you guys start skating? Ages?
I started skating when I was 9, 10. But it
10.
was just like outside. Wasn't going to the park. Skating at Kryptonic.
Kryptonic?
Yeah.
The Walmart joint?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The Walmart joint.
That's sick.
It was red and black. Red wheels.
And was it like a smaller, like one of the 775 or like the...
It was low-key like a cruiser shape.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I learned how to ollie on it.
I haven't seen one of those in forever.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
It was trash.
Wow. It's probably heavy as hell, too.
Yeah, bro.
Figured.
Yeah, I got my first board when I was like 7, I think, but I didn't like really get into it until I was like 8 or 9.
Really?
Yeah, I had like a SpongeBob board for my first board.
That's good.
From Target.
I was a Target at Walmart, too? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
dude. I don't think... For my first board, I don't think I had like a Walmart. It was all hand-me-downs.
Really? Yeah,
like first 3
I had
years.
a SpongeBob and then a Kryptonics and then an Element.
2 shitty boards at first, and you stuck with it.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
I didn't know anyone yet to get a hand-me-down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, that's how it usually goes. Dude,
Right.
people come in the shop all the time. Parents come in, and they're always talking. They're like, yeah, man, like, his first board, we just wanted to make sure that he was going to stick with it. You know, so it's always one of those. And then they start getting their first boards. But even then, they don't come and, like, build a complete. They'll just end up getting, like, a Element board that's already, like, pre-built and shit like that.
Right.
Man, so you said 9 you started off?
Yeah, 9 or 10, somewhere around there. I couldn't tell you exact age, but...
That's impressive. It's 10 years already.
Yeah,
You're only 19.
I mean, I guess time's flying, bro.
Yeah.
It really is.
Like 7, 8.
7, 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then, what was you guys' first parks? You guys... Faith, I'm guessing. Yeah.
So, well, the first park I went to was Major Taylor. But, dude, I was so scared when I went. I tried to go down that, like, big rolling, and I just slammed, and then,
like
we left.
The one that's, like, as soon as you walk in the park, it's got, like, the 2 identical rollings.
That's the first park I went to. But, like, my first actual park was Monticello, because I grew up in Monticello, not Lafayette.
Ah, okay. So that's what I was getting into. I didn't know.
Yeah,
I thought it was straight LFT.
Nah.
Wow.
My first park was Faith, the local. It's where I grew up. I literally grew up, like, 5 minutes from there.
Wow.
So I would just skate to the park, like, almost every day, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I would just get there. There would be days where we'd go at, like, sunrise, just kick it till, like, 9 o'clock at night.
All day.
Mom would be begging me to come home. I'm like, man, I'm at the park.
I'm trying to skate.
Yeah.
That's incredible because I feel like most parents are like, drop the kid off, leave him at the park all day. And that's how you get good at skating because you're there for 12 hours. You know what I mean? Like, dude, we used to go to Ollie's, the overnight sessions at Ollie's, and we'd be there from like 11 to 5 or 6 a.m. Be so burned.
That's the indoor, right?
Yeah, that was the indoor. You
I
went?
never got to go there.
Dude,
I was so young.
So good.
I was so young. My mom wouldn't let me ride with Cruz and Austin to the park. So like,
damn.
I was missing out on a decent amount of skating for sure.
I used to go there like every winter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the spot, dude. Like you were going to always overnight.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't the Friday night session, you were going at some point. Dang. So then you went to Major Taylor, Monticello, and then you were at Faith.
Yeah, Faith all the time. It was really like, my homie's dad would take us to some parks, but that was like Peru, Kokomo, just the locals, like close to Lafayette.
Dude, that is crazy. You say Peru. Peru was like, I was well seasoned into skating at that point. That was like one of your like first faraway parks.
Yeah, Peru. And I was like 14.
That was built in 2013?
Yeah, so
I think Peru was 2013.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's
I was
like
8, bro. I was 8 when that park was.
I'm so old. Yeah. Wow. And then, so when did you guys link up together, start skating?
Dude, I met him at Faith when he was like a little kid.
Okay.
He would like come on his bike some days, skateboard the other days.
Hit the skateboard on the back, or
I would do it all when I was a kid, bro.
I don't think we started like going out street skating until probably like 2019, probably. Like after I had my
16.
surgery.
Okay.
And then he would come skate with like, I would go film it, like film crews, and he would come skate with us.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even think about that.
I was like, bro, please let me go.
Yeah, you're like a little kid that wanted to be around like the older guys so you could get better, I'm
All
sure.
the time.
I mean,
I
you're
was
still
like-
like that now. You like want to be around people that are better than you. That's what gets you better at skateboarding.
Yeah, literally. Gotta watch people who are better than you.
So then you guys like linked up at Faith, and then at that time, Cruz and everyone else was around, Jason and Adrian and Freddie and everybody.
Yeah.
So how did that crew go? Was it like a lot of, because they're all around your age, like Ben and Cruz, and Jason's a little bit older.
Yeah. I met Jason when I was like 10. He was like one of the first dudes I met, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
At Faith? Or?
Yeah.
Wow. There's just so many of you guys, dude.
Yeah,
There's so many.
There's a decent amount of LFT rippers for sure.
And then so for Adrian, shout out Adrian Gephardt, Beast.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out. You met him when you were younger because he's older.
I met him when I was 14 at Faith, but I like already knew about him because I've like saw the parts and stuff because he's so good.
Yeah, he was killing it.
Yeah, I met him when I was 14 at Faith, and then he like hit me up to street skate with him and Tyrone. And then the first spot like I ever skated with him was a 13 star. Like this super narrow 13 star. I think I tried to back 188 and broke my board, and then Tyrone like gave me a Lurkville board.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you were a kid, and then I mean Adrian's like
he's 10
years older. Yeah, so he was like well in his 20s at that point already.
Yeah, like 20, 24, 25.
Wow, 13 for the first spot's wild.
Yeah.
Not the Purdue campus.
No,
13.
they took it out. It used to be on campus, but they took it out.
Okay. Yeah. Dang. So then circling back real fast, you lived in Monticello.
Yeah, until I moved to Lafayette when I was 16.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were born and raised there and then moved to LFT. Dang,
I was born in Lafayette, but raised in Monticello.
And how far is Monticello again?
It's like 45 minutes. So I used to I went to Lafayette a lot when I was growing up.
Okay. Dang, I did not know that.
Yeah.
And then, so you said you were born and raised.
Lafayette, yep.
LFT forever. Okay. And then, so after you guys started linking up, as far as everybody that was like on the sessions for street, it was like you were kind of one of the last people to come along. I'm guessing.
Before that, it was probably like me, Cruz, Kawan, Ben, Adrian, Freddie, Noah Wallen.
Oh, Noah.
Yeah, I used to go pick him up to skate with us. Yeah.
I feel like Danny definitely came on a little after me.
Yeah.
We knew of him, but he wasn't really skating with us yet. And then we would see him at the park. We'd be like, bro, come skate street.
Yeah.
He would come skate.
Well, it's crazy because Danny, I just figured out about Danny like a year ago.
Yeah,
So he's like super fresh.
I just met
Yeah.
Danny like a year or two ago too.
I feel like it was around the same time.
Yeah.
We were like
I
filming for
definitely saw him
Activated.
at Faith though, but
Okay.
yeah.
Mean kickflip. So then, Austin, when did you film your first legitimate street part? Because I didn't figure out about you. I figured out about you through Andrew Arnold.
Really?
Because I was like, Andrew sent me something of yours. I think it was you like front feebling or backlip faking that like 9 rail. That's you told me about it recently. It's like that Midwest shaped rail. It's out front of a church or something like that.
Oh yeah, it has a lock. Yeah. It has like a lock at the top of it. It's at the church. Yeah.
Yep. So that was the first thing he showed me, and I was like, "Who the fuck is this kid?" I was like, "Damn, he's good." But then, like, I think I added you, and we had each other, and like we never even talked up until I started working at Rise.
Yeah.
So when did you film your first part?
I don't know. I had always been like filming when I was a kid,
Yeah.
but I filmed a street part in 2014. I filmed that with this filmer. He's not a filmer anymore, but his name's Dominic.
Okay.
So I filmed that with him and his brother AJ. He used to skate with me. So we just kind of filmed that on campus, just skating around campus. So I guess that would be my first part.
Wow.
Shout out
and
AJ
then-
Crash on Apple Music.
Who's that?
He
AJ.
makes music.
He's one of the
AJ.
homies that he's talking about.
He used to film.
Yeah.
His brother filmed. Yeah.
Okay. So you
Dominic
were just like
skate.
on the sessions and shit
Yeah.
like that.
Mhm.
Sick. So your first part was 14.
Yeah.
Ethan, I had seen you.
Yeah.
I was like way later at this point when I'd found out about you, but I'd seen you sprinkled in some of their edits and stuff like that over time and like the park and whatnot. When was your first part, full part?
First full part was last year.
That was-
65 Connection.
Wow.
Was the first full part. I had in the Lafayette video Apollo, Austin made. I had like maybe a minute in it. Was that
It had, like,
shared
half
with
a part.
That was shared with Cruz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me and Cruz joint part.
Yeah, I do remember that. Okay.
And then I have 2 clips in. And then I had LFT X and Y. That was most before 65 Connection. That was my most footage, but it wasn't like full part on what I would say it was.
Right. And that's when people started taking a little bit of a notice to you too.
Yeah.
Like that was like some of your heavier footage.
Mm-hmm.
People were asking
New
me
York
about
footage.
it. Yeah.
I went out there twice. Me, Cruz, and Quan went back in 22 in October. And then like, I don't know when I went, but I went back by myself. I drove out there like 10-hour drive to Bend. Went back. I was going out there to kick it, skate. We went to the city.
Yeah.
He lived in Ithaca, which was 3 hours from the city.
North, right?
Yeah.
It's a little bit north.
Mm-hmm. It was so fun. I crashed my car on the way there.
Yep.
I smacked a deer.
I remember that.
Ben had to drive 3 hours, come pick me up.
Insane.
Yeah,
were you in New York or were you in Pennsylvania at that point?
I just got into New York. So
Worst luck.
yeah, but I got to stay 2 extra days, so it was a win, I guess. And I got a cooler car.
More footage than those 2 extra days that you were out there.
So I went back. The first time I wasn't able to feeble that
tall rail. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to walk away from it, and then we went back, and I landed it. It was so sick, bro. And I got another clip at that spot. There was like a grass gap I ollied.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fat.
And with that rail too, it's like the rail ends where the grass is too,
Yeah,
so you have to kind of like be leaning on the other side.
I landed it on the concrete, but like I was so leaned over, I had to roll straight through the grass. It wasn't like...
That's crazy.
But it was fun, bro.
Impressive,
I was
man.
so hyped. So hyped.
That's impressive, man. You started hopping on rails at a younger age,
Yeah,
for sure.
Like in Apollo, I had front Smith like a 6 rail.
So
I got tossed on at first though.
let me ask you a question. Was your rail inspiration from this guy?
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like
He's a rail guy, so of course.
He was backtailing the 8, bro. Backtailing the 8.
The 11?
Is that the 11?
Bro, backtail fakey like the 11.
Yeah, it's the 11.
Like,
that's what it was.
Yeah.
backtail Meridian
Crazy,
10.
bro.
Like,
Yeah, he
we'll
was
get
going
into
stupid.
we'll get into all that for sure. So then, Austin, you filmed your first part in 2014, and then didn't you have... You had another part that came out like 2015, 16. That was right before I met you, right?
Like right when I got on Rise at the time.
Okay.
I think.
That was
like
just the Austin Bland part, right?
Yeah.
That was like a lot of Pan Am and
yeah, and I backside flipped the set at the end, the 13 on campus.
Yeah, bro.
was the same.
Yeah, that's that part.
Was that
You're
the
thinking
same?
of? I came out with the part after that too.
That's
was
the one
called
with
like
the 15, like the 50 over the rail that popped
that was
into the
that was
side
after. That was like 2018.
Okay. So then the part you're talking about with the backside flip,
Yeah.
I think I had just met you. You did like Impossible. You're at Vent. You did like Impossible and then like kickflip back to a fakie or kickflip back to a big spin or something like that.
That's the other part too.
Yeah, you have so much footage, dude. That's crazy. Okay. So then you came out with, before I'd fully met you, it was those 2 parts.
Yeah.
Who filmed the second part? Was that Ben?
Yeah, it was a lot of Ben, and I think Tyrone filmed some clips of it.
Okay.
But mainly Ben, yeah.
Was that HD or VX?
It was kind of both.
A little bit of
Yeah,
both.
it was just mixed in.
Okay. And then that next year, you were like still going crazy at that point. You filmed another part.
Yeah, that's the 2018 part, yeah.
Okay. That's what I remember. That's like the definitive part when I was
Yeah.
like, okay, we're like
Yeah.
skating a little bit. We're talking.
I think we
see
met
the
up
shop.
a couple times to Skate Street when I was filming that.
Yeah, I remember we like went around the city. I showed you a couple rails. I
Yeah.
took you to. You were like, nah.
Yeah.
Bro was hopping on like 10 rails and like 12 rails at that point. I took him to. I think I took you to it. It's at New York and close to New York and Washington Street on the east side, and it's like this crazy weird handicap rail. Remember that
The
black
tall
rail?
one, right?
It's super tall.
The one you have to pop out, or was it the super tall one?
It was just like the tall black one that went
yeah.
out.
I wanted to board slide it. I was scared to hop on it.
Yes, I thought I took you guys
it
to
almost
it.
has the little slant right before you pop.
Yep, it's weird because
Yeah.
the sidewalk kind of curves.
Yeah.
I think the only people that have touched that is like Nick Matthews, front Smith.
Oh,
did.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the wrong spot, but now I know what you're talking about. It's at that church.
Yeah, in front of the church.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think,
that thing's scary. That thing does not look easy. To
Yeah, it's
skate.
pretty tall.
No, it's super tall. I've hopped on a couple 50s on that thing, and then Nick Matthews did front Smith, and then Michael Schaefer. You
Wait, wasn't that?
don't know about him.
I swear you just I swear you just sent that clip to us though.
I probably did. He board slid it.
Yeah, you sent us that clip not too long ago.
Yeah, he board slid it. I was like a dude that I looked up to when I was younger.
Okay.
Him and Jeff Shank. So at that point, you had filmed your part 2018. Kind of, you came in the shop a couple times.
Yeah.
I'd seen you, but you were like little kid.
No, literally probably 15. I would come in, buy like a hoodie, and be like, "Thanks, bro."
Yeah, man. You had a little curly hair.
Yeah, bro. Oh, it was bad. I used to have a perm.
Hey, man. I did too.
With
Actually,
like the undercut.
Yes, bro, it was bad.
I had a perm in middle school. Dead ass, but it was straight.
You got it straightened, bro?
It just went straight because of the perm.
What?
It was like a different type of perm that like straightened your hair, and I was like, "Yo, what?"
What?
I was like tripping when I got done. My mom got done with it. I was like, "Fuck." So then, let's get into the knee surgeries.
Yeah.
So you've had how many knee surgeries?
I've had 9. 3 major ones where they like cut the knee open. The rest were like scopes where they stick the camera in.
That's so insane. At 24 years old.
Yeah.
Well, your last one was when you were 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So let's go through them. Let's rifle through them.
Okay, yeah. So the first one, so I tore my meniscus when I was 16, warming up on the West Side 8 rail. You know, like the skinny. It's like super narrow.
The school.
Yeah. So yeah.
Circle bars. Yeah.
Yeah, I was warming up front feeble on that, and I missed, like I didn't get my truck up, so I like slipped out, and I landed like straight leg, and I guess I tore my meniscus.
What trick were you doing?
That was a front feeble.
Oh, it's front feeble.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry.
but
Yeah.
so actually, after I tore it, we went to the back, and then I backsmithed the 11. Like after I tore it, I couldn't even tray flip on flat, dude. But I went to do that, so I was like, I got to do it. So I backsmithed the 11, and then I went to a doctor, and he told me it wasn't torn.
Okay.
So I rested it like a month, and it was still messed up. So then I went to another doctor, and he told me it was torn bad.
So you got a second opinion, and
Yeah.
they said that it was torn.
Yeah, so he told me to try to rest it a little longer because meniscus, they can heal on their own sometimes.
Yeah.
But mine didn't heal, so they did a surgery to repair it. So that was like a 4-month recovery. But then,
that's tough.
yeah, they released me to go skate, but it was still hurting. So they went in and did another surgery, and there was like a piece of cartilage that was like just floating around. So they took it out, and then after that, I was good for like a year and a half, 2 years.
So that started the whole cartilage issue.
That started it. Yeah.
Fast forward, yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, second one.
So the second one. Okay, so oh man, there's a lot. All right, so,
You got
yeah.
so many of
So
them.
the second one was when I was 18. I was just skating at Faith. I was trying Kivelback Smith Impossible on the ledge.
Okay.
And I got close, but then when I was finished, my knee it was super sore, and it like swelled up the next day. So yeah, I rested that for a few weeks. Then I went to a doctor, the doctor that did my meniscus surgery, and he told me
The second doctor or the first?
Yeah, the second doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, he told me there was bone bruising, and like it would heal up in 3 months. So I rested it for 3 months, and then I went back, and he said there was nothing they could do for it.
Yeah.
So then I went to Mayo Clinic in Minnesota.
I forgot you
yeah.
went up north for this.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And they told me I had like a lot of cartilage damage. I had like 3 spots of cartilage damage. So they wanted to do a surgery called Macy, where they basically take a piece of your cartilage out, the healthy cartilage,
Yeah.
and they regrow the cells and put it back in. So I had to get a scope where they take the healthy cartilage, and then I had to wait like a month.
I remember that.
Yeah, and they had to go back in, and then they basically put it in. It's like liquid, and it slowly hardens over time.
And wasn't that like a kind of groundbreaking surgery at that
Yeah,
point? You were like one of
yeah.
the first people?
Yeah, I think they just started doing it around then.
Okay.
But that surgery sucked, dude. It was like a year recovery, and the first 3 months I was on crutches, and the first 2 weeks I couldn't bend my knee at all. And then after that, I had to sit in this machine. It's called a CPM, and it slowly bends and straightens your knee. I just in that 8 hours a day.
And how did it feel on a scale of 1 to 10 pain wise?
Dude, like, yeah, the more you bend it, like it it hurts.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So were they like fully folding it back like normal, or was it just
Yeah,
like
you have to like ease into it. Like
baby
you go 30
steps?
degrees and 90 degrees, and then like 120 or something. I think is the max.
So that was surgery 4?
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
4. But then technically it's another surgery to get it put back in.
Yeah.
So
So
that's like 2 in 1.
well, yeah. So that would have been 4 altogether, I think.
Okay.
And then after that, he released me to skate. The doctor from Mayo at like 9 or 10 months out. But dude, I went to go skate and I couldn't even ollie, bro. I just kept getting this sharp pain.
And that's all in your left leg, right?
Yeah.
So that's your goofy. So that's your back leg. That's like all pop.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude.
Literally couldn't ollie. Like,
Yeah,
it was
dude, I have a
rocket
clip of
pop,
me.
all
dude,
back leg.
Yeah.
Just front foot was doing nothing.
I mean, last year it was the same thing. You were like trying to ollie, and you were like ollieing like
Yeah,
a couple
but
inches.
dude,
off
it
the
was
ground.
even worse than last year.
Really?
Yeah, because that one was bad.
That's incredible. So then, after that was your 4th one,
Yeah.
and in between, do you know like what caused it? Did you feel like a definitive like trick or
No.
clip or something that was
No
like
idea, dude. No,
for none of them?
no. Well, okay, maybe what started it was before, you know how I tried the Kivelback Smith Impossible?
Yeah.
Before that, I like landed weird on my knee at Azumi's Best Foot Forward in Columbus, like last trick of my run.
Yeah.
So that might have been something.
And you could feel that pain or
Yeah.
something different.
Yeah.
I feel like for all the knee issues that I've had a couple different ones. My first one was 18, and I back 180 to a 9, and I kicked out and I hyperextended,
Yeah.
and it like popped my meniscus. I felt the pop, like I heard
Yeah,
it.
I didn't feel it I didn't feel a pop when I tore mine.
Dude, it's the worst. I mean, you're lucky because
Yeah.
I feel hearing the pop, you can hear it, and it's
Yeah.
just like, dude, it's the worst pain.
Yeah.
And then my second one, I was 21. I was at Carmel Park with Andrew and Tristan, and I was front blunt circle rail, and I like overshot the front blunt. And when I did that, I just had like a freak out, and I seized it and it popped again. And I went to get up. I literally couldn't even walk. Andrew and Tristan had to walk me out to my car. I was driving a clutch at that point.
Oh no! 'Cause I know that feeling.
Dude, worst feeling. I could literally just move my foot like a little bit. I had to keep my legs straight.
Almost stalling it every go.
Yeah, dude, and I didn't go to the hospital for either one of mine. I just like let them sit. And then after like 2.5, 3 months of just not. And then for the first like month and a half for both injuries, I just wore a knee brace, and then it just randomly like repaired itself. But now that I'm older, dude, I'm feeling it. Like when I'm in the gym or like I squat sometimes, like my knee's swollen right now and I haven't even done anything.
Yeah,
Just the
that's
change of the weather.
Yeah, mine does that too.
That's crazy. Yeah, dude, you're 10 years older than me almost, and you already feel that. It's crazy.
He told me last night that the doctor said he should basically have a knee replacement, but he can't. Because
Yeah,
he's
I'm
so
too young.
You're too young.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, by 40, you're for sure.
he
gonna have
said he said maybe 35.
it. So it's went down
That's
5 years
nuts.
since the last time I talked to you.
And he said he's gonna keep skating when it's healed.
I mean, yeah, dude, of course. Like, I
Got
understand.
to,
I mean,
yeah.
you're at a certain point right now, as like far as your talent and skill goes. I feel like you have to be like fully committed to it. I mean,
Yeah.
as much as you can be within reason.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, dude, it's been hurt the past like 6 years, so I might as well just keep skating.
keep going for sure. So then, sorry, Ethan, I just want to get these surgeries
It's
going.
cool.
you
We
know?
got a lot of them.
There's a lot. So then, after that regenerative surgery, what was the next one?
The next one was
That wasn't when we were filming, was it?
no,
That was like your last one.
that was like right before we filmed Apollo. So
Oh, dude, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So after Apollo, my knee was hurt the whole time. Like it hurt to pop, like while I was skating.
Apollo?
I was just skating while it was hurt, basically.
Dude, you were like hucking on that guardrail ollie.
Yeah.
Like,
But then,
so flat.
then I went to a different doctor at Ortho Indy,
Yeah.
and they suggested that I get like a cadaver cartilage, which is basically like a dead guy's cartilage in my knee.
Oh, yeah.
So
That was crazy.
I got that and a meniscus transplant.
At the same time.
Yeah. So
But
they
did they do the operation at the same time, or they have to like separate the
they
operations?
did it at the same time, but like there's 2 different incisions in my knee.
Jesus.
So I have an incision in the front and then one on the side.
Wow.
So that was, then I had that one. And then after that was this past one, I think. I think this is the last one.
And that was when it activated.
Yeah.
But what's crazy about that one is like we started filming in like April of 2022.
Yeah.
And then like you got your first clip in May. I was at Nollie backside flip. I feel like it was right around that time. And then you were good the whole year. And then I think like August, September.
Yeah, I mean,
October.
it still hurt to skate, but it was definitely better than before I had surgery.
And there was a couple times where I was like, yo, let's skate. You're like, dude, I just need like a week.
Yeah.
I was like,
because it would swell up and be all achy and stuff.
But then you were like, dude, let's get out. And then we would get out and you would get like 3 clips in one day. I'm like, that's why.
Dude, and the next day I'd be limping, bro.
You're like, dude, I can't even lift my leg up. I'm like, yeah, you should be chilling.
Yeah.
I feel like what really, for me, being an outsider looking in, what the turning point was the backsmith on the 9-rail, the double barrel, the shotgun.
Yeah.
After that, you were like, dude, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even walk.
Yeah, once I started jumping down stuff again, then I feel like it got worse.
That's so incredible. And then this last year, you had no surgeries. You were kind of...
No, just the last one was this one. The most recent one, which was...
That was the opposite leg, though, yeah? That wasn't
same leg.
It's always been the same leg?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought it was
yeah, this
opposite.
one, they basically just took a piece of cartilage from where it's non-weight bearing in my knee and put it where it was damaged.
So it's always been a cartilage issue after that first...
meniscus. After the meniscus, it's been cartilage, yeah.
Dude, man. And then so 2023, you kind of just chilled. You tried to start skating a little bit, I remember, at the beginning.
Over summer, but then I got bone bruising because I started too early. And now I'm just letting the bone bruise here.
We've been telling this dude to not prematurely hop on the board. He's like, dude, I'm
hard,
good, bro. I'm
hard.
good. It was crazy. I remember a lot of the Lurkville dudes came to town this summer, and we were like sitting at Memorial when Adrian was doing that switch frontside flip over the gap, and I was like, I looked at you and the sun was shining on your hair. I was like, dude, do you have gray hairs?
Yeah, dude.
He was like,
I have a couple, a few. More
no, dude, you have a whole patch.
bro.
He's like, dude, I'm stressed. I haven't been able to skate. I'm like, that is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Somewhere in between all that, you broke your ribs, right, too?
Oh, yeah. That was...
Can't forget that.
Yeah, that was right before, like, the one where they took the cadaver cartilage.
That was like 2020, right?
2021, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like May 2021. That was the second day in LA. First spot we went to.
Yeah, explain that. So that was the Mark Johnson. Everybody skated the bump over the driveway to sidewalk. Mm-hmm. So what happened?
Yeah, I was trying to backside flip it, going like the other way, like into the bank.
Yeah.
And I was getting close, and Noah Wallen was standing like in front of the fence.
Oh, because it's like a black fence that goes into somebody's front yard. Yeah.
He was standing in front of that, and then the try that I landed it and rolled into the fence, he moved that try, because I think the try before my board like slipped out towards his ankles.
Worst luck.
I landed it, and then I was looking down, and I just ran into the fence. Dude, it was weird, bro.
Yeah, you were going quick, and it was switch. You're looking down, you're like kind of backwards landing.
Yeah, I was not expecting it.
Dude.
And then, I thought I might I bruised them or something. But Ben, they took me to the ER, and the doctors were tripping after they saw the X-ray, because they didn't think I broke 7 ribs. They thought I just broke 1 maybe.
Oh.
I mean, you could hear it in the footage. You're like, I can't breathe.
Yeah, it was bad.
Sound like he couldn't breathe at all.
It was scary.
Yeah, they were tripping that I just walked in there and filled out the paperwork and stuff.
Like, wow. Yeah. Like, you don't even know what I've been through the last couple of years. You have no idea, motherfuckers. That's wild. So then I was thinking about afterwards, I was like, dude, I wonder if anybody else has ever ran into that fence.
I don't know, dude.
And then, what's his name? Backside flipped it.
Yeah, Eric Carrera. It was like his ender in the chocolate video.
And he wasn't even pro yet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you did it first.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't know when he did it.
We're saying you did it first.
Yeah, maybe.
Indiana. We're saying you did it first, bro. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, but after I left, I couldn't get on a plane. So my mom had to fly out. We rented a car, and then she drove me back. Yeah.
Dude, you called me that night in the hospital, or you like texting me maybe, and you're like, bro, I'm so fucked up right now off the hydros. They had you off the hydros, dude.
Yeah.
I'd never heard you like out of character at all. I'm like, are you good? You're like, bro, I'm not good right now. I was like,
yeah, dude.
That is crazy.
Dude, I'm trying to breathe.
Yeah. So, Ethan, have you had any like major injuries?
Not really ever. Just like, I had one that put me out for a minute. It was filming for Apollo.
Okay.
I tried to front smith. Well, I ended up landing the trick. I went back, but I was trying to front smith like this little 6 rail. And I clipped the rail, and I like fell on my ankle, but it was twisted, and then I just sat straight on my leg. Like I rolled my ankle and then sat straight down on it.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it like
doubled it.
That like my knee was hurting there for a little while, but
yeah,
it all got better. But other than that, it's just rolled ankles, dude.
You're lucky.
Dude, you roll your ankle a lot, bro.
Yeah, a lot, especially this left one. Like literally yesterday, I'm skating street. I get a clip. I'm rolling away. I jump off my board, twist my ankle up.
Worst.
Like,
And
how
it's
do
the
I
front
do that?
too. The front's always the worst.
Flick
I feel
foot
like
every time.
Yeah, because that just never goes away, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I've rolled mine so many times that like I feel like I got rubber ankles, but I know. I think the older you get, though, it really does build some sort of weird resistance.
Yeah.
Dude, it does, dude, my ankle like cracks all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's strange, man. So then, yeah, you're lucky. You've never really had
Yeah,
any
bro.
major issues. Dude, by your age, I was like fucked up.
I hope I don't run into any, bro.
You seem like you're weirdly calculated, but you're like not.
Yeah.
Like you still will like huck, but you kind of skate still within your ability.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So where you're like, all right, dude, I know. Cruz is always saying you're not skating.
Yeah. Who thinks I don't skate?
Bro, just
It's
thinks you
like-
just don't skate.
He skates, bro. He skates.
I know he skates. I never say anything. I'll like joke sometimes, but I'm like, dude, I'm not about to put that in his head. Cruz is a big bro. He's just an asshole.
Yeah. He just wants me to skate, bro. He's like, just come skate with me.
I know.
That's all he wants.
Cruz is a skate rat. Fully. So then Apollo was like your first project, kind of.
Yeah.
That was like your first joint. And then you had some clips in Activated. We filmed that
Yeah,
last year,
yeah.
2022.
Yeah.
You had 3 clips. You had that backside flip on that hip.
And then back feeble on
And
like
the-
a 6.
Front shove on that flag.
Oh, yeah. And front shove on a flat gap. The flat gap in Lafayette.
Oh, the drop down too.
Real bad. Real rough, bro.
Worst spot, dude.
Terrible.
I hate that thing.
Midwest,
I've
for
gone
sure.
there like 4
Midwest
times
spot.
and not gotten anything on that thing, dude.
I probably won't skate it again.
I say that every time. Like the
Yeah.
first time we went there, I tried hard flip, 3
Yeah.
flip, big spin.
Dude, I like that spot.
I know. You like, dude. He sent me a photo. He checked it out one day. He was doing something. He was on some route. He sends it to me. I'm like, dude, this looks amazing.
Yeah.
I get there and I'm my little ass like 48 millimeter wheels.
not
dude.
rolling through that.
Nah, dude, I was getting stopped on
You
every
drop
rock.
off that 2-stair, go straight to your face.
Yeah, man, that was a shitty spot.
Yeah.
So then you filmed with us a little bit, and then we had filmed Activated. That was pretty cool because like that was the kind of turning point where we had left the past like shop, you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
moved into the new project with everything. And then it was really just like you and I that were like being productive.
And I feel like that's when we first started like filming with each other a lot too.
Like
'Cause,
fully linking. Yeah,
Like we would meet up sometimes, but
but it
we went
wasn't
out
like
we went out like every week.
We were out every week.
like a couple times a week.
Yeah. And then you were making the drive, and then I started going up to Lafayette more. And then with Cruz and Ben's episode, I was talking to them about that a little bit. I was like, I'm fucking burnt on Lafayette. I've only been skating it like 2.5 years, but I cannot fucking stand it. But I feel like maybe this year I'll give it another chance. I say that every time.
I thought I was burned on it. I don't know. Maybe I'm not.
I'm not burned, bro. I've been skating there forever, and I'm not burned.
I know. I mean, there's spots. That's the thing. I just feel like, I don't know. I skate a certain way. I'm just like a not one trick pony, but like I'm a single trick like kind of clip guy. Yeah. So it's really hard for me to like piece certain things together or like muster it up to hop on a weird looking rail how you hopped on yesterday. You know what I mean? Like I fucked with that rail, but it's crazy.
Yeah, it was definitely a good one though.
Yeah, no, that was a good clip.
Yeah,
That rail's tall.
I know. It looks kind of low in footage, but it's tall. When you're rolling up to it, it's backside.
Dude,
for all of us.
One of the homies was there filming too, and his angle is crazy looking.
What, iPhone or actual legitimate camera?
What's he got?
He has an HVX.
Who's it?
What was
His
it?
name's
Ian, I
Ian.
think his name was.
Ian.
That was my first time meeting him.
He's not from Lafayette. I'm not sure where he's from. He goes to
student?
Purdue.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Wait, was he the one that was there that one day when we were at the stage?
yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I remember his name a little bit, or I kind of remember his face. So yeah, Activated was cool. We linked up a lot for that one. I mean, we came out, that was what, like 13, 14 minutes.
Yeah.
You fully edited it. What was really funny about that was like I wanted to use the T3i and you wanted to use your camera, and then we used the long lens. I don't know, I was just really stuck on the T3i for a minute. I was like, dude, I want to film a like good proper full part with this and then I'll like be done with it.
Yeah.
And then so we filmed it, and then
And then it was mixed. Yeah, mixed footage.
Yeah, but the way you had to format it,
Yeah, it looked
made
fun.
sense. It made sense. Premiere was really cool. People received it really well. People were really hyped on your part. And for me personally, that was my favorite part from you.
Really?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like it was well rounded.
Yeah.
It makes,
You know, you had some rail stuff. You jumped a little bit. You had some tech shit. Like you had some like cutty kind of like Hesh shit too. So
Yeah.
that was the part with full cab flip over the guardrail.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No, I know which one you're talking about. That was with the rise.
I did. Are you talking about the one into the bank?
Yes, bro.
Oh.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Because that thing does not look low.
Yeah, you were thinking about the one by the Ivy Tech rail.
Where it drops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Both of them are fucked.
Yeah, bro.
But I feel like the guardrail into the bank's taller.
Yeah.
Dude, we went back to that spot a couple times and
Yeah.
you were like fucking tripping. Didn't that day on the full cab? Wait, no. Full cab day you didn't try. You only tried full cab, right?
No, I tried full cab. I tried impossible the first time.
The first time we went, you tried hard flip.
over
And
the
then
rail, yeah.
Over the rail.
And then I tried impossible over it into the bank.
Yeah.
And then the full cab flip, which I did the same day.
Yeah. Dude, I wish you guys could see his like process of like how he skates. It's so crazy to me. He's like good at everything, but he's like, okay, this one's gonna work. And then he does it and then it just fucking works. It's so crazy to me. And then yeah, that was received really well. And then with you, we started kind of linking at the end of Activated.
Yeah.
We didn't have the premiere yet because we went out and filmed. Cruz was hurt. That was the big flip because you were about to get surgery, or you're like just scheduled your surgery out. And then that was when you did the ollie up big flip, or like varial flip, and then you did a big spin over the bank spot.
Bank spot.
That was a 65 connection.
I think like backside
Oh,
flip on
yeah,
it or
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, he did backside
Yeah,
flip on it.
yeah.
So then we all linked up with Cruz,
Yeah.
and then that was the first time.
That was definitely the first time we street skated. I 5-0'd the outledge. in
Yeah.
Indy.
I was like, not that I thought you were annoying before, but I always think like little kids are just
Yeah.
fucking like whatever. So I was like, this kid's like sick. Like, hell yeah, he's sick.
It's because I grew up around them. I think I matured quicker because of that.
Yeah,
for
you did.
sure.
For your age. You
Yeah.
just turned, 19 a month ago? And
Yeah.
You're very mature for your age.
Definitely.
And then after that, we used those clips, and then we used the clip that we got that day, and then you had some other shit that you had filmed in between,
Yeah.
and then that kind of led into 65 Connection.
Yeah, bro.
And
That
then it
was
just took
fun.
But that was really cool because we talked about it the first episode. Was like we made a lot of trips. You were
Yeah.
kind of out a little bit, so that was shitty. But we made so many trips back and forth, and like you were making some trips up, and then I,
Like there were times where it was like 3 times a week.
yeah,
Like that's like 2 tanks of gas almost.
yeah. For what you got premium?
Yeah, bro. For like $4.50
Oh,
a
the
gallon.
Subi, dude. No
Yeah,
way. Yeah, you guys were spending hella. You and Cruz.
Yes, bro.
Man.
Cruise especially though, for sure.
Cruz, we were out like what, 6 times a week? Damn near so there was a couple weeks where it was like set every day
Yeah.
for like a little bit. But it came out really cool, and then we brought you on, and
That was
Austin's
sick.
kind of been riding with us since the beginning, like
Yeah.
before I even had a shop. So I
Yeah.
felt like that made sense, and bringing you on, and then bringing Jason on, I feel like made sense, and with Cruz. So I was hyped. People received
I'm
it
hyped
well.
to be on with the homies for sure.
Hell yeah, we're hyped to have you.
Yeah, it feels sick, bro.
It's really refreshing to me because I talked about this a lot. It's like, dude, just like younger kids, or you're a man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but I get what you're saying though.
You know
for
what
sure.
I mean?
get
Just
it.
like bringing the younger generation on is really, really important to me,
Yeah.
anyways, because like I didn't really have that opportunity as much. So I'm like, dude, I feel like these kids and these young dudes should get some spotlight because he was just really good at a young age, so he automatically had it. I never really had it, so I'm like, okay, well, like let's just pay it forward, and you have a shit ton of potential.
Yeah,
You need to start skating more. Apparently,
Cruz back there.
but
Ethan doesn't skate.
yeah, man.
Man.
So, what are your guys' favorite clips that you've gotten? Top 3.
You go first.
Top 3. I'm not gonna put them in order.
That's a crazy question. I don't even know why I asked that, but I just want to know.
Probably Apollo. So when I was like 15,
Yeah.
I front smith that grass outledge in Lafayette.
Yeah, that thing's
It's
gnarly.
pretty tall and it's crusty. That's one of my favorites. I like that one a lot.
Okay.
And Austin barred me up for sure.
That was fisheye, yeah.
No, long lens.
That was long lens. You were sitting
Yeah.
at the edge of the ledge, right? He was coming this way. I
Can't remember.
Yeah, I think
You
it
were
was
like,
long lens.
yeah, you were around. And then, the other 2 is kind of hard. I like front smith on the stage. Of course, it's gonna be the front smiths, man.
That's your trick.
Yeah,
That's your
I
trick
love
for
front
sure.
smiths, bro. They're so fun. But front smith on the stage in Lafayette,
That was beast.
that one was sick.
That was Ender for 65.
Yeah,
That's my favorite clip of you.
for real.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I gave him shit. It's funny. I didn't know it was going to be his Ender. He said it over in the group text, and I was like, bro, you heel dragged. And I like zoomed in on it.
Yeah, bro. I was like, man, like I'm not going to do it again, bro.
He was like, bro, I'm so burnt right now. I'm just sitting. I was like, bro, you heel dragged. Zoomed all the way in on his foot. His heel just.
yeah, I'm like, bro, that
And
was
the clip
impact.
he used, I didn't even notice
No,
it.
Oh,
yeah.
I noticed it.
No, my foot.
No, you didn't heel drag.
It's like my heel just taps. Like I have so much impact, my trucks go down, my heel taps.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
not like I heel jack for real.
No, you didn't drag. There's no way you could drag on that because it's a straight drop.
Yeah.
Last clip of your favorite top 3.
The feeble and ooh, that's hard too because New York I went crazy. All my New York footage I love, bro.
Feeble and Lawrence.
That one was crazy. That rail is
I'm
so
biased.
steep.
Yeah.
That rail was mad steep. So that one's probably it. That feeble or the feeble in New York.
Well, I was really impressed with the feeble in Lawrence because you'd gotten a clip over that front shove over that gap in Lawrence before that, and you were like going all day, and it was like midnight, and you're like,
Dude.
I'm gonna feeble this rail. I'm like, you're tripping. It's dark. Like,
Bro, that was one I almost gave up on.
Yeah.
I was frustrated, bro. Both my hands are bleeding. I'm just getting thrown. The rail is so steep, bro.
Super
I don't
steep.
understand why you had me skating that thing. Like, apparently, Austin was telling me people used to skate it back in the day or
I used to see a
whatever.
lot of clips there.
well, I was
Yeah.
about to say, this guy behind the camera backflipped it
Yeah, bro.
Really?
Like, what? That thing is ridiculous.
when he was like 16 or
That's pretty
17.
sick, dude.
no, bro.
He's just like, oh, I tapped it. I'm like, dude, you backflipped it.
That's crazy, bro. That's sick.
Super good.
Because that thing it throws you straight to the ground.
Yeah, it ends low too.
Yeah.
What about you?
Probably my favorite is the backside flip down the Stadium 13.
No,
my favorite.
If you haven't seen that
I think.
clip, you need to watch it.
Yeah. What else? That was good.
What?
Which video is that one in?
Oh,
which one was that? That was in the.
that's in like some random. I think it's called LFT part or something.
Yeah, that was the one right before the 2018 part
Yeah.
for sure.
And then I like the kickflip into the Jeff wall.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that was
That's-
really impressive. That thing's
Yeah.
that.
I like that one. And then I think I like it's like a kink rail at the courthouse in Lafayette. I did 50-50, but so it's a kink rail and then it kind of goes off to the side too.
Yeah.
I like that clip.
But when you did that 50-50, it was like down, out. You didn't follow the rail out. You like
No, I
gapped over
like gapped
straight.
over, yeah.
Okay. And then one thing we forgot, the 50, the front grind on that like
Oh,
18 rail that you
yeah.
ate shit. You were on like Hollow Meat and stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah, Happy Hollow.
I'm glad I wasn't
Dude, that was
there, bro.
terrible, bro.
I'm just
Explain
glad I
that
didn't
real
have to
fast.
watch live.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, I tried that rail prior to that when I was like 16.
Okay.
But we had Bondo at the top. I tried the middle rail the first time, and I kind of got close, but dude, I was so scared, so I just couldn't try it anymore.
Yeah, for sure.
But then, this day we went out with Adrian and Brando. He films for Lurkville.
Yeah. I think I met him.
Yeah, but they took me to another rail before that, and they were like, you should either hop on this or Happy Hollow.
Dude, Tyrone's trying to
Made
get you
him pick.
fucked up at a young age.
Yeah,
dude.
but that rail went straight into a fence, bro. Like it had a kink at the end. You literally would have like shot out into the fence. It
Like,
had
if
no
you would've
roll away.
landed it?
Yeah, it had no roll away.
Why were you trying that?
I didn't try it. They said you should either hit this or Happy Hollow. So
okay,
then we went to
okay,
Happy
okay,
Hollow,
okay.
and they took the Bondo out of the spot.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I'll just try it without the Bondo. And then that was the first try. I popped and I went straight into the crack and it like messed up my pop.
Fuck.
And then I sacked it and
And literally
smacked my face
straight
on the
down
ground.
rail.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Sack.
Yeah.
You were on like the 8th stair. So
Yeah,
you still
dude,
had
I
like 10
slid
more
down
stairs.
it, bro. And, yeah, I slid on I got chipped 2 teeth. I had to get stitches in my chin. I had a concussion, bro. I broke 2 fingers.
You're the sound you made. I'll never forget that. You're like, oh.
Yeah, dude. And I guess after that, I couldn't remember anything. Like,
Oh.
I like dried the blood off my face with a towel, and I was asking like whose blood it was. And then they showed me the footage, and I asked if they filmed it, like stuff like that. Yeah.
And how old were you then?
17, I think.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Man. Dude, you just been getting broke the fuck off
Yeah.
for like a decade.
Yeah.
At this point.
You need to stop telling me to hit rails, man.
Yeah.
Well, you're good at them though.
He's calculated. He's young. He's got a bright future.
Yeah.
For sure. So you're good to go this year? Like you're
Yeah. Hopefully.
now?
Yeah. Not yet. No. Summertime. Hopefully. Yeah.
going slow.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
not
not gonna
rushing.
go
Not
slow.
backsmithing a 9 rail within the
Yeah. I'll
first
probably
couple
just
months.
start off with park skating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said that in 2022. Then we went immediately into a full part.
Yeah.
Dang, man. So yeah, we're gonna close it out. But dude, I was really hyped having you guys on, man.
Yeah, it was sick, bro. Thanks for
thank
bringing
you.
us on.
Super stoked you guys were able to come on. People have been curious about your story because you've been killing it for so long, and you're like the younger guy that just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I had a couple of my homies actually text me after the video, and they were like, Tristan actually.
Really?
Tristan was like, yo, who the fuck, where do you find these dudes? They were like, I obviously have known about Austin forever, but like Cruz, Jason, and Ethan, like where the fuck did you find them? I'm like, I didn't find them. They just been coming to the shop for forever. And like we just organically fell into like the same group. And it's been sick. So people are receiving you really well so far. So I'm like, dudes,
that's cool to hear, bro.
keep skating.
I'm going to keep skating.
For sure. Obviously, as soon as you get back
Cruz,
to it.
I'm going to keep skating. Don't worry.
I worded this really weird last time. What would you tell? Well, he's 19. okay. This is what we'll base it off of. What would you tell when you started skating, your younger self, what you know now, like then?
So like,
what would you tell yourself then? Like, what advice would you give yourself for when you started skating?
to skate more flat.
And what would you tell? and what would you tell like the youth as well? That's a good one. That's a good one.
Someone in the park starting to learn how to skate. What's your advice to them?
Just watch other people skate. Like really watch how they're doing it. See like how they're popping their board, how they're flicking. That matters. Like I would always just like try a trick, but I wouldn't know what I'm doing. If you actually pay attention to how people are doing these tricks, ask a homie, hey, how do you get the board to flick like that?
Right.
You're gonna improve. Like that's literally how I got a lot of my tricks. I would be like Austin, Cruz, Quan, Jason. How do you guys do this? Like ask homies that you're skating with, how do I do this trick? Like most of the time they're gonna give you pointers and it's gonna help.
Yeah, man. I mean, don't be afraid to ask. It's like anything in life. Like I'm a very visual person, so I have to see people doing something. You know what I mean? Or else you're just like little kid trying, and you don't really get anywhere unless you're just talented.
Yeah.
Austin, what would you tell your younger self, and then what would you tell the youth? Think about it if you need some time, man.
I would tell myself to let my body heal before skating on it.
How do you do those
for
days?
sure. And like skate ledges, not just stairs.
Yeah, for sure. And then like, what about like just younger kids? If some like younger kid came up to you and was just asking questions, what advice would you give them?
Maybe don't take it so serious. Like, because I used to take it really serious when I was younger.
Yeah.
Don't take it so serious. You can mess around a bit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, don't take it so serious. Damn, boys. Well, I'm hyped you guys came on.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, bro. It was sick.
Of course, IG handle.
Ethan.Grubel on IG.
Yep.
Go follow it. I got some clips, some other stuff on there.
I love this kid, man. I love Awesome.
Mine's just my name, Austin Bland.
No underscores, nothing.
Nah.
Sick. Well, I'm your host, Aaron Vaughn. Follow Verse Skateboard Shop on IG, Verse Skateboard Shop along all the platforms, and then Aaron _Vaughn on IG as well. VAUGHN. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank
Once
you.
again, appreciate y'all.
Damn, bro.
Dude, it's so quiet now that you take those off.
Oh, I was starting to sweat.
That went way quick.
Hey, that was weird.
Well, once you hear that second,